Hi, Stu here from Ital Corsa Asia. Welcome to the channel. I want to spend some time this week to talk about changing teams or selecting a team, right? And one of the things that's most important to us at Ital Corsa Asia is that we get kids into the sport, that kids are able to enjoy the sport. Kids will change teams over time. They will move to other countries. They'll go to Italy and they'll go racing in the higher series. They will change to other teams in pit lane. It happens occasionally, and it's okay, right? And I think as we do it, one of the things that's most important for us is that you come to us and talk to us about it if you want to do it. What we don't want to do is have a surprise. We don't want you to get caught out. At the end of the day, we want everyone to make the best decision for them, and Ital Corsa Asia isn't necessarily the best team for everybody. And so it's okay, right? Let's have an open dialogue about that, and we'll try and help you wherever you can. Now, things to be careful of. There are teams that when you go to visit another team, they'll often ask you to do a tryout. And what they're trying to do is really show off to you, what they bring to the table. Now, my own experience of doing this, I went to several other teams. I did various tryouts. The experience was similar but different in each occasion. In one of those experiences, we went out for a tryout at 9 a.m. My 8-year-old child at this point, who probably had a year worth of experience, was put into a kart. Now, it took him exactly 10 minutes to break the track record. Now, that is either pure genius or there's something going on. And so, you start and step back from some of these things and you realize that there are many things that can be done in the sport. If there is no scrutineering and there's nobody watching, nobody monitoring, there's all sorts of things. People can modify engines, they can modify carburetors, they can put sticky tires on the karts, they can do all sorts of things that are going to make a kart go faster. They'll put your kid in, you'll all of a sudden go, wow, my kid is so good and so fast. This must be the best team, and then people go all in. And then when it gets to race day, their kid is still at the back of the pack, and they're like, well, what happened? How my kid was so fast and now he isn't. He or she is not. So, always look at things, very carefully. If you are changing teams and you have your own tires and your own engine and things like that, and you want to try a different chassis, go ahead. But take your tires and your engine and say, okay, I want to try the chassis, but I want a known engine and I want a known carburetor and I want a known set of tires so that I know what difference does the chassis make to my child, right? Do things like that where you remove as many variables, and if you think something is too good to be true, it probably is. That is a word of warning. The other one is with teams is look for a cultural fit. It needs to be a cultural fit for you as a parent and for your child. Do they have other kids their same age that they're going to be able to mingle with, they're going to be able to communicate easily with, that they're going to be able to work as a team? For you as parents, you're going to have people that you can hang out with on race day and around what the kids are doing with practice, etc. Are you going to socially fit into that team? Because if you don't, it's not going to be a fun experience. So look for a social fit, look for a fit of values. Does the team start talking about, safety because you believe safety is important? Does the team start talking about speed at all costs because, they want to get all their kids into Formula One? None of this is right or wrong. It is different from team to team. Have a look at what the team stands for. Have a look at their track record. Ask other people about it up and down pit lane so that, if people have a bad experience, they'll tell you about that bad experience pretty quickly. The other one is just cost. You'll find that the way teams charge from team to team is different. People charge for some things, they don't charge for others. Some will charge a lot. Race day, what does it cost on race day versus a normal practice day? What happens if it rains and I don't turn up? There will be many different things. Can I move my slot from here to there if my kid is sick and I can't make Tuesday but I want to come Thursday? Try and work out what options you have. Also have a look at where you race, right? Am I only going to be stuck at one track? Does this team operate with multiple, locations, multiple countries? Do they have a connection, up into Europe if you want to go up and spend a couple of weeks in your summer holidays up in Europe? What experiences do you have? So have a look at the other people, the other kids, the social fit, the financial, side of it, and making sure that it fits well with what you're prepared to invest and make this all happen, because it isn't a cheap sport. You do need to keep that in mind. So hopefully that gives you some ideas of either selecting a team or changing teams. Try a few different teams. Don't pick the first one you go to. Make sure that you've got some comparable data to compare and see where it is that you want to land. And hopefully it's a great experience from there. If you liked this, please hit the like button and share it with other people so other people can share from this information or learn from this information. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments below. Happy to try and answer them. Thanks very much on behalf of Vital Corsa Asia.